everybody, and welcome back to Live from the Works and to Streaming Wednesdays. Happy New Year. It's the first Streaming Wednesdays of 2025. We live in a dystopian hellscape. Anyway, welcome. Who is in the chat room? Karen's here. Hello, Karen, and says, having transmitted from Rayleigh, Essex to Fetwell, Norfolk, we finally have broadband again and can watch Matt and his trains and Daleks without getting cut off. Excellent. That's good to hear. Time Strategist is here. Hello to you. SL says hiya, and you've got a nice fire and the snow is falling outside. Lovely. Apparently all of the points on the line between Preston and Carlisle have been locked out of use. Because there's danger of them freezing. So that's fun. Sorry, random geeky railway trivia. Panda Plays is here. Hello to you. Devran Hassan is here. Hello. And Finn Burgess. Hello to each and every one of you. And to those of you lurking, hello too. Sorry I'm a bit late. I have a sad little boy this evening. About 5 minutes before we went on air, he woke up and started crying. So I've just made him some milk and left him in the care of his mum. Don't know why he's sad, but he's got milk and having cuddled with mummy right now. So yeah, I hope he's all right. I'm in a bad place today. I'm sorry. My mood is in the toilet, quite frankly. I think I've taken on too much, just generally in life, and I'm not sure I can cope that much anymore. But hey, anyway, misery loves company. Sorry about my voice, by the way. I was meant to do some Dalek lines for Giratina. I haven't got round to it yet, because I was barely able to speak for the first few days of the year. I'm getting a bit better. Not as good as I would like, but we're getting there, and Giratina and I will do your lines as soon as the vocal cords are fully recovered, but we are getting there. So yeah, I just don't quite feel ready to screech into a microphone yet. So slightly depressing opening aside, hello. I'm in a weird place. I don't know. It'll be fine. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Let me know what you've been up to. Let me know what you're doing. What are we doing this evening? Well, we've got a couple of things. I've got a Metcalf kit I want to start. I have started it, actually. I've done the fiddly bit, which I'll talk you through a bit later. But also, I have a new toy to show off. So shall we do that first? I think that would be a good shout. So let's flick on over to the table, and I will move myself over here and just that may be a bit too loud, if anything. Hang on, just flick the microphone up a teeny tiny bit. Yeah, you can still hear me, I think. Yeah, good. Happy days. Right. Oh, that sounds like there's a bit of feedback there. Is that better? Yeah, that looks fine to me. New toy. This is the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway locomotive number 1 locomotion. This is Era 11 because this is Stockton and Darlington Railway, I should say. Sorry, got that wrong. Not Somerset and Dorset. That's different railway entirely. Failure bell. Oh, I've just knocked the failure bell off the top of his perch. So I get a failure bell for not doing the failure bell properly. There we are. Anyway, yes. Stockton and Darlington Railway is what this is from. Yes. It's Era 11 because it's as preserved in the museum condition. They did do an Era 1 version which just has a number 1 on it, and I much prefer the finish on that model, actually, but it is also a Collectors Club exclusive, and I couldn't be bothered to pay the £30 for the subscription, so I got this one instead because it was a lot cheaper. But anyway, Devran is saving up for a gaming computer, nice, and Time Strategist has been working on a dairy farm. That sounds interesting. Right, shall we open the box? Yes, I think we should open the box. I do like this, by the way. There's a nice picture of locomotion in the background there. It's... Oh, do excuse me. I'm so sorry. DTS Workshops is here. Hello. I'm not good, but I have enjoyed working on the farm. Oh, that's good. I'm sorry to hear you're not good, though. That's not... Everyone's miserable tonight. I'm sorry. I feel like I've put a downer on the evening. Well, good night, everybody. No. Let's open the box. Here we go. It's a lovely box. I do appreciate a good bit of packaging. There's a little bit of literature here about locomotion, which I'll just hold in front of the screen there. And if you are in any way interested in what this says, you can pause the video now and read it yourselves. Okay, that's enough. Just frustrated. Why are you frustrated, if you don't mind me asking? Do share if you want to. So yes, that comes with a little bit of blurb about the locomotive, which has some interesting facts on it. And let's take the packaging off. It's a well packaged thing, as you will see in a moment. Look at that. I really like this packaging. That's really nice. I went to Locomotion a few days before New Year. Nice. Nice. I don't think I've ever been. But, yeah. Anyway, there we are. That's Locomotion. Nice. Let's pop her out of the packaging. She comes in this really nice little cradle, which is good. Because she has really... intricate little parts on her. So let's pop the camera down there so you can see a bit closer. Yeah, she's held in this cradle. There is a little screw under here, which I'm incredibly grateful that someone pointed out online, because it's absolutely what's the word? It's absolutely likely I would have just tried to pull the model out and destroyed it in the process. So thank you, Random Stranger Online, for pointing out the words, sentences, phrases, for pointing out the screw. There we are. Pop that out. There we go. Nice. Come on, all the way. There we are. Nice. And if we pop that down there, and we can just... There we go. Oof, it's a bit harsher than I intended. There we are. I'll just bring this a bit closer to the camera, and we can tilt down so you can have a proper look. This is gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, it really is. My one complaint is I think the wood is a bit bright. I think it could do with being a little bit... of a lighter shade, but that's a very minor complaint. It is just a bit of a whinge. I love this model. They've got all the beautiful intricate detailing parts looking great. I'm so impressed, really. It's a stunning thing. I'm frightened to touch it because it's just so diddy and delicate. It's immediately going to break if I try and put it anywhere. So yeah, that's not ideal at all. But yes, it is a beautiful model and it is a mechanical marvel, so I am really impressed with it. It comes with a few little bits, which I'll pour out of the bag so we can have a look at them. We have a little posable fireman for sitting on the tender. I can't work out which way around he's supposed to go, but there we go. Let's say there. And we have a little driver as well, who I believe is meant to sit up here, like so. I will get some putty and try and stick them in place in a minute. There we are. And that, I believe, is how it's all supposed to look. But yes. So that's all good. And then there's a little chain coupling there, which you can't quite see, I don't think, because the focus isn't quite there. And there is a NEM chain coupling adapter, which means you can use it with some of the Era 1 wagons, and there you go, you can see that there. I've not got any wagons for it because I can't find any I like, and also they're all fiddly couplings, and this feels very much like a loco you run by itself to look pretty rather than because you want to prototypically model anything. There we are. Oh, is that another? Is there another little piece of something there? Hang on. Have I missed something? Quite possibly. I'm not sure. Let's see. Hang on. That looks like a little magnet. Yes. Hang on. That makes sense. Yeah, there's a tiny little magnet in here for wagon coupling, presumably. So that's good to know it's there. Anyway, right. Now then. Now, the question is, with the crew in place, can I put this back on top? No, tragically I cannot. So I won't be gluing those in place. I will be using tacky wax, which I have some of in the drawer. Somewhere. There we go. I'll be doing this properly this time. Oh dear. Yeah, Labour Party's been a major disappointment, hasn't it? Not sure what else I can say about that. Yeah, everything sucks. Yeah. Right. Right, let's see. Just tilt the camera up around. I've got some tacky wax here. I'm just warming it up between my fingers so I can just pop it on. Well, there's no delicate way of saying this, on the bottom of my driver. There we are. I think that's good enough. Okay, now take our tiny driver here and just pop a glob of it on there. It's just going to hold him in place more than anything. It's not meant to glue him there, it's just meant to hold him there. So just put that there. There you go, nice. And then if we tilt back down to the loco, I'll just get him where I want him. Here he goes. And just push gently so he's held in place there. Lovely! Right, now we'll do the same with our fireman. Just here, there we go. Camera back up here. Come on. I'll just pop him down there a second. Right, there we go. A little bit there you go. Right, nice. And then, oh no, I've dropped him! Come back! Come back, I'm so sorry. You're fine. Okay. Dear oh dear. Right. Put some tacky wax on there and figure out where I want to sit him. I think maybe just to change it up a bit, I'll sit him that way round. So he's sort of looking out towards the camera. There we are. And if we tilt him down, there we go. Nice. My crew is in place. Shall we put it on the track and see how it runs? I did a little bit of running with it over Christmas, around the Christmas tree. But I haven't done much else with it. So let's bring locomotion over here. And then just bits over there a second. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the track forward slightly. So it just sits there. There we are. Then we can tilt the camera up, and we'll. In fact, I might bring the camera forward just a smidge, just so we can get a proper close-up of how it looks on the rails. Now, wipe tacky wax off my fingers first. Right, here we go. We'll be very careful with this. It's a tiny, delicate little thing, but as you will see shortly, it is rather special. Right, Here we go. Right, let's go backwards. Crawls along quite nicely. Oh, he says. It's not the best runner in the world, admittedly, but it's not too bad. Yeah. Oh, come on, back the other way. That's it. There we are. Watch it crawl gently past. That is rather wonderful, I think. It's not very happy at low speeds, I've noticed, which is slightly problematic because slow speeds are its whole thing. But there you go. Look at all those intricate little details. I'm going to crank the light on the webcam up a bit, just see if I can expose the detail parts slightly. There we are. That's it. Come on. Come on. Come on, little fella. There we go. How cool is that? It's proper old school steam locomotive because it's one of the earliest steam locos. It's not the first, but it is one of the earliest ones. Yeah, it's all outside moving parts. I mean, it looks like a steam engine, but it's not a steam engine as we know it. You know. The first steam loco that looked anything really like the modern steam loco was the Rocket, and this predates that by a significant amount of time. It's cracking! Once described as two beam engines going for a walk. That's a very apt description, actually. It basically is a mobile beam engine. Come on, there we are. There we are. Okay. There we go. I love it. I love it so much. It's just such a gorgeous little thing. I mean, it's very different to, say, Lion, which is also a very old school steam loco. But this Lion is very visibly like a modern steam engine. I say modern, but like a steam engine that we would recognise. This is very much a different animal. This has an almost insect-like quality to it. I love it. All little intricate moving details and great big clanking motions. Apparently it doesn't have quite the chuff of a steam engine. It's more of a gentle clanking as the steam goes through and just everything just sort of moves. It really is quite special. Ah. Here we go. That's it. There we are. And back the other way. I might turn it around so you can have a look at the other side because there's some little detailing parts on that side that are not present on this side. Here we go. Okay. Let's see if I can very carefully turn this around. There we are. There we go. Very gently. There we are. There we go. And there she goes the other way. There we go. If I just bring it gently into focus there, you can see there's a little piece just over the nameplate there, which isn't present on that side. I've no idea what all the bits are. That looks, I suspect that's probably part of the reversing gear, based on where it is and what it's doing. But yeah, can't confirm that. Yeah, it's... Come on, that's it. Behave. There we are. Is it alright if I invite you and some of the others on your server to a Doctor Who What If server? We could use some talented voice artists like you and the guys on board. Flattery will get you everywhere, so sure, yeah, you can go ahead and invite me. Come on, locomotion. I have seen some complaints on the line about its running quality. Much like the Hornby Peckett, it has really tiny wheels, so the pickup is not great. If you even have the slightest bit of dirt on your track, you will know. You will notice it. It's yeah. So that's you know, kind of disappointing, but it works well enough. So I really love this. I think it's one of the most gorgeous models I've ever seen, and it's a Hornby model, which is you know, Hornby's quality's gone downhill in recent years, so this is a nice surprise. It's really, really nice. I'm going to put the light back on the webcam because it just shows it off the better. There you go. Oh, well, that's a bit nippy. A bit nippier than it probably should be, to be honest. There we are. Not happy with the position of my driver, actually. Let's see if I can move him slightly. About there, maybe. Yeah, because he looks like he's reaching for control then. Right. There we are. I've got a bit of a sore throat, so I kind of sound like a Dalek right now. Does that count? Sure, why not? There we are. They ain't a train. That isn't a train. Yes, it's a train. Of course it's a train. What are you on about? I'm just going to lean in so I can talk you through some of the detailing. There's a little bell on it. I believe that is from its visit to America. Because again, America, they do things differently. There's a little lamp on the back, which is effectively a tail lamp, I suppose. The little water tank here, which I don't believe was on the original locomotion. I believe that's where you installed the DCC chip if you're having one. I'm not having one, so we're not going to bother with that. How is it a train? It looks nothing like that. It's a train, it has wheels, it goes chuff chuff, it runs on rails. How is it not a train? It's a very early train. There we are. There we are. It's the best thing. I really love it. I'm going to get some other models out to compare it to. Just bear with me a second. If I just get another long piece of track. I bought a couple of pieces of track. I thought I was getting some shorter ones, but I've ended up with these massive things. So this is just a thing that I own now. So we just pull the cutting mat back slightly so we can squeeze two bits of track on. Come on, behave. There we are. That's it. There we go. Right. There we go. That's the stuff. Right. So, comparing this to Lion, which I will get out and show you next. Lion, very obviously, looks a lot more like what we would recognise a train to look like. So if I just gently encourage her in to frame and then just wheel locomotion over to the right a bit. Lion is sort of internal motion, coupling rods, funnel, smoke box door at the front, cab arrangement. Locomotion, very early days. Everything's on the outside. There's no proper cab. The driver sort of sits astride it like he's riding a horse, side saddle. Because effectively that's what it was. It's an iron horse. It's, yeah, like I say, Lion, much more recognisably a train. But, yes, it's, yeah, This is an early prototype almost, and Lion's like a what's the word? A development of the concept into something a bit nippier for the time. And then you compare that to, say, something a bit more modern, like this terrier, for example. Very, very different animals, these. Terrier, internal cab, funnel, everything is kind of that. And crucially, it has vacuum brakes. That red one is a train. They're both trains. It counts. What else have we got in here? Let's see. Something a bit more developed, maybe. What have I got up here? Here we are. This is a London and North Western Railway coal tank, which again, chunky fella. That is longer than Lion and its tender combined, I think. Hang on, we can test this theory. Oh, they're about the same length, actually. Yeah, fair enough. So, yeah, you can definitely see the development from something like this to this to this to this. They're very, very different types of locomotive. I mean, these all do different jobs. That's designed to puff up and down collieries. That is very much designed for express passenger use on the Liverpool and Manchester Railway. Fulham is a little suburban engine for the was it the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway? I think the Terriers were designed for. So that is that's a little suburban loco. It doesn't have to go very far. And then the coal tank here is I think it's meant to be a mixed traffic loco, so it does a little bit of everything. It's a London North Western Railway loco, so that did a few other things, including one ran on the Newport Pagnell branch line, which is just up the road from me. So yeah, little sprinkling of railway history. And then the later you get on to slightly more modern things like this, which is a British Railways Ivet Class 2 tank engine, which is again very much sort of the younger brother of the coal tank, in that it's a mixed traffic tank engine and kind of did a little bit of everything. And so on. Yeah, so that's a very brief railway history of the development of the steam engine. We start out with things like this, we move on to things like this, and eventually this, and then diesels. Have I got a diesel? I think I've got a diesel. Hold on. Have I left all my diesels upstairs? Possibly. Yeah, no diesels here. Oh well. Yeah. That's okay. Stepney. Yeah, it is Stepney, basically. More or less. But yeah, that's a little summary railway history for you. I'm going to put these away now. Because they're the screen's looking a bit too busy, if you ask me. Right, pop you there. And pop you there. There we are. Pop the terrier away too. Where did I recover the terrier from, actually? I think it was the second drawer. No, apparently not. Next one down. Yes, there it is. I found it. There we are. It was sitting with my South Eastern and Chatham Railway C class. And here's Lion. Lion's very pretty. I love Lion. Oh, come on. Back you come. Lion and locomotion are going to be very closely acquainted because they're sharing the same tray in the drawer. Yeah, meet your bunk, mate. It's right, let's pop this track away because we don't need that right now. There we go. Nice. Nice. Okay. Here we go. There we are. I hear pan pipes. Where are they coming from? I'm losing the plot. Anyway, right. Anyway, so that is locomotion, and very pretty she is too. I'm just going to try and pop the box back together, although I suspect I won't be able to pop that screw in, will I? No, maybe not. Okay. Well, that's fine. That can just sit in there like that. Sorted. Right. Pop this back together. There we are. And let's pop everything back in the box, because locomotion is going to go in the drawer with lion at the end of the show. So yeah, I'll just leave all the little... Oh, actually I'll do. Let's do this properly. I'll take this out. I hope to take this down to the Model Railway Club at some point, so I'm going to keep the box down here and leave it in sort of a convenient location, so we can grab it if we need it. And that convenient location is, of course, behind the router over here. There we are. Oh dear. There we go. Right. Right, I can sit there. What diesels do you have? On a side note, we're awaiting the arrival of Wainwright Plea Bluebow anyway day now. I've got that on pre-order as well. I'm hoping that will be coming very soon. Apparently it was waiting to be picked on the 23rd of December, so I'm hoping it'll come any day now. And I've got my Rapido custom wagons coming as well. What diesel do I have? I don't have very many diesels. I've got a Class 101 DMU that doesn't work. That came in a bundle of stuff I was gifted, but I've never been able to get it running. And I have a couple of 08 shunters, one in BR Blue and one in the Silverlink colour scheme. Diesels aren't really my cup of tea. I'm not a massive diesel fan. I do also have the Intercity 125 in the black and white yellow swallow livery. I like that. That's a nice set. I think I've got a Class 92. Maybe not the Class 92, the predecessor to that. It's the electric version of the Intercity, which comes out to play very, very infrequently. So it's not really my era, but I do love the HST, so I'm glad I've got one, because that's a nice little model too. And I think that's the only diesels I have. We diesels are revolutionary. Do you know what? There's a chap at my Steam Railway who talks exactly like Diesel. It's quite amusing. We don't get on. Not because he talks like Diesel, I hasten to add. He's just a bit of a prat. Yes. N-gauge stuff. I've got just a few steam locos, really. I've Class 2 tender variant, Blossom from O Dr. Beeching. I've got a 1400 tank and a standard 4 tank, I think. Hang on. They're all in the shed at the moment. Hang on. Let's recover them. Just a minute. Hang on, I need to borrow the controller a second. I've done this badly. Hang on, right. Run Blossom in a circle for a minute and then... we're stuck up against the signal box. That's not ideal, actually. There we are. Right. And then if we switch the points around here... Come. Oh, that's derailed. That's why that doesn't want to move. Okay. Alright, fair enough. It's a fair cop, Governor. Right, hang on. Does that want to move anymore? My little 1400 is struggling. Don't know why. Hang on. Okay, so here are my N-gauge models. That's my little 1400, because I had to have one. That is number 1414. It's a very diddy little thing. Push the camera back a bit actually. Let's try and get these framed up a bit nicely. So yeah, little 1400. And then we've got, I think it's a class 4 BR standard tank, number 82001, in BR green. It's a lovely little engine. And of course we got Blossom as well, which is just so diddy and cute compared to the chunky standard tank engine. Let's move these back a smidge. There we are. And there's Blossom. That's my 3 N-gauge engines. I have got a 4th one. I'm getting the Dapol Iver at some point. In BR Black, because Hortin, which is my model railway, is loosely modelled on the Newport Pagnell branch line. So that would have been an Iver class tank during the 1960s. So I've ordered myself one. That's been on order for about 2 years now. I've no idea what's happening with it. I did email them about 6 months ago and say what's happening. They went, oh, it's in it's waiting to start in the production. Okay, fair enough. I recently bought an HO scale ballast hopper from Amazon for my model railway. Nice. Do love a good ballast hopper. Monty meets Devious Diesel. I like it. Let's see. If you're Rever thing of me, then you can shunt this train while I fetch Gordon's coaches. Nice. Got a Fenchurch and a Stepney for mine so far. Building my first layout will hopefully commence soon. Building your first layout is scary, as I've learnt with this. I really should have started with the double O gauge one. Yeah, this is the first layout I've done by myself. My dad built my very first one and my second one, and then when we moved into my mum and dad's current house, I sort of designed it, and me and him worked on it together. The lines map, my voice is still ruined, I'm afraid. I've not forgotten about it. As soon as I'm 100%, I'm doing a lot better, but as you can probably hear, I'm still not quite there. So, as if by magic, soon as I'm 100%, I will get them done for you. I'm really sorry, but yes, I will get them sorted just as soon as I can. But yeah, my voice is not doing too good still. So yeah, once I'm able to screech and shout into a microphone again, I will get them done. So apologies. Right. So yeah, tiny trains, really tiny trains. I love them. I love them like my child. I love my child more. I should clarify that, really, shouldn't I? No, I love my child more. I got a 3D body shell from eBay on my birthday. I plan to turn it into an Audrey style Thomas. Nice. Nice. Someone was doing a little Hudswell Clark 1800 class a very long time ago. I couldn't get hold of one before the company closed, because I see someone has done an Inn Valley Railway Thomas previously, which is a cracking model. I really like that, and I would have liked one of my own, but unfortunately I couldn't get the body kit in time, and I'm not sure where you'd go about getting the chassis for it either. So, yeah. Right. What's this? I've had a text. Sorry, I'm being thoroughly unprofessional. I announced something Nene Valley Railway related to all the volunteers yesterday, and I've had a load of feedback about it. So I keep getting messages. Sorry, just replying to a text. Did I hear what happened to Brittlecroft? Yes, I did. That's quite sad. Here we are. I hear a little boy upstairs. Why is he upstairs? Welcome to Live from the Works. Today Matthew will be checking his phone for no good reason. Dear oh dear. Ugh, sorry. Fret about everything all the time. There we go. Right. Cool. Oh, should we run locomotion a bit more? Why not? Yeah, and then we'll try and have a go at this model kit because it's I do want to get it started today. Here we go. Oh. Anyway. I don't know why Jacob's sad. He's been in a sad mood today. Don't know why. Right, should we pop the N-gauge models back? Actually, yeah, let's do that. I'll tell you what, let's bring the camera over here a second and tilt it in a vaguely upwards direction, and you can see me putting it away. There we go. Right. Pay no attention to the horrendous pencil marks all over the layout. I've drawn out where the station's going to live. Right, let's see. Bring the controller back over here and plug it in. The nice thing about this little model, it's very modular because everything kind of plugs and unplugs. Right, here we go. Yeah, the little 1400 is an older model and not what you would call super reliable, to be honest, but it does move somewhat, he says, having spotted it just die on the track. It's that set of points, I think we're probably in trouble again. Hang on. It's fine, I think I know how to fix that. This set of points is knackered, I think. Just a little upsetting, but never mind. Right, okay, well that's there now. That can just live in the shed for the minute. Right. See about the tank engine, whether that's a bit happier. Yeah, looks happier. Although it would help if I turned off the power first. There we go. Right. Here we go. Yeah, those points are causing a bit issues again. Alright, well we'll just encourage that back into the shed. You just chill out there for the moment. And Blossom here can just put back on and go find her train. A minute. There we are. Well, in fact I could use Blossom to try and sort out the point problem. A second. Yeah, it doesn't like that, does it? Let's try. Okay. So I think the problem here is the points are not quite making contact. Possibly there's some ballast caught in it. still not happy. Okay, try the obvious and give the track a quick rub down before we give up entirely. If in doubt, clean your track. It's a good policy. No. Not due to the track cleaning then, okay. Right. I don't really want to use contact cleaner because I did that before and it gums my points up, but might not have another option. Let's give it a try. No. Still unhappy. In a good mood about something, are you? Ah, I see the issue. It's this rail. Ah, that's annoying. Oh, I'm probably going to have to rip that point out. I really don't want to. Oh, that's a very unhappy noise. That's no good. Oh dear. Oh goodness me. I don't know what to say about all that. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to replace this set of points, which is really annoying actually. Unless... I can't really show you what the problem is there. Bugger. That is deeply annoying. I'd really hope that wouldn't be necessary. It was working fine before. Oh dear. There's just a little rail there that's come away from the what do you call it? Use your words, Matthew, for God's sake. Right, okay. This might be a fetch the point out stream in that case, but I need to get a new one. Right, okay. Let's see. I think it's the same one I ordered before for the yard area there. Okay, let's see if I can get this over, because there's no point me doing the platform until I can... You know what I will do? I'm going to use my mobile phone camera. Bear with me a second. Open VCam. There we go. Use mobile phone. Here we go. Right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Where is it? No, that's not it. Hang on. Ah, there it is. I lost my tripod. But I found it now, so it's all good. This was a roller coaster, this stream. Right. There we are. Done. Right. Haven't reassembled this tripod since I filmed all the Christmas videos, so there we are. That's better. Right. Put that back there. Right. Here we go. Right, and I'll be able to show you what the problem is. Hopefully, if I've done this properly. Come on, behave yourself. Here we go. Fun and games. Ba 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 ba. Hey, there we are. Right. So if I just park this over here a second, there we are. Yes, I would like to use that camera, thank you very much. And then we turn the phone camera on. There we go. There, you can see the point. Now, if I just run Blossom in the reverse direction, over this point here, you see it kind of... Oh, I say that, actually, hold on. A second. Okay, well, what happened now is it's derailed entirely, which is not really an improvement, to be honest. Right, let's try it now. Yeah, you can see it just dies there. Right, okay. Well, this is not the end of the world, because what we're going to do is we're going to remove the point. So let's take the water tower away so we don't damage that first of all. And let's see if we can get this point off without damaging the baseboard too much. We'll start by unplugging it from the power. It's usually a good start with these things. Right. Now, do I have my tiny screwdriver somewhere? Yes, I do. Here we are. Right. Now. That may be too tiny. That should work. No, that's too big. What about that one now? This one? No. Okay. This one. No, that is very much stuck. Okay. Right, so this is going to need slightly more brute force than I hoped, but never mind. We'll move the fragile thing out of the way before we attempt this. Just get... those might not be small enough. No, tragically that may not help. Okay. Let's see. Screwdriver, lever it out. That might be the way forward. No. Annoyed about this. It's particularly galling because I just reballasted all round the back as well. Did I do that on stream? I can't remember. Might have done. Right. Okay. Let's see if I can get my... Ah, there we are. There we go. Now I know what you're thinking, Matthew, is there not a possibility you'll completely knacker all the other track alongside it? And the answer is yeah, probably. But I shall try not to. Right, let's... Okay. There we are. And... I'm going to put new, what do you call it, fish plates in when I replace this, I think. So not the end of the world. Right. Right. That's the rails all taken care of. Let's see if I can just move this out without knackering the baseboard too badly. Here we are. It does appear to want to come, which is a good thing. Here we are. Let's see it come. There we are. Okay. And let's just tackle that pin as well while we're here. Oh, no idea what that ended up. That is all gone now, so that should... Come on. Gently does it. This is killing me inside. Okay, there we go. Let's see, come on. Up, up, up. There we go. Right. Cool. One less problem to worry about. Sort of. Right. And then let's pull out the rest of that if we can. Or just snip it if not. That'll do just as well. Right. Cool. I've managed to do that without completely knackering the track, which is a bonus. Let's just get the pliers again and just pull out the fish plates. There we go. There's your problem. That fish plate there is damaged. That's, I think, was the start of the issue. There we go. Sort them out. Yeah, nice. And there we are. Another fish plate. Behave, you know you want to. Let's see. Oh, just got random tiny bits of metal flying everywhere. That's always a good thing. Come on, behave. I really want to try and do this without damaging the second set over here. But that may be a problem. There we are. Can't get that fish plate off, I might end up replacing this set and all, which I don't really want to do if I'm being entirely honest. Let's see. That does not want to come out even slightly. Felt like that was moving for a second, but it's stopped again. Jammed. Move fragile things aside slightly. Don't want to break anything. Well, more than I've already broken it anyway. Move what we've recovered to the bin first of all. Right. That bit I've got out very successfully. I'm happy about that. That's one less thing to worry about, which is always a good shot. Nice. And then I'm also going to try and do is, which section's going to be easiest? Probably that one. I also need to try and lever the track slightly, but I might do that another time. Come on, you sod. Hang on, let's have a look here. Definitely a fish plate on there, but can't tell if it's built in or not. It might maybe that one's built in. I may have snookered myself there. Oh well. Let's see. Here we are. There you go. There we go. Right. Now, in my track laying gear somewhere, I've got a load of fish plates and track pins. Here we are. Need tweezers for this bit. That'll do. That's not helping. Okay, well, not to worry. Let's see if I can encourage this track up any. Because ideally I need to lift this ever so slightly in order to get the new point in. So let's just see if I can manage that without trashing the place. I fear the answer to that question is no. It might be better going this way. Over here, so it is going to have to be this one. I might need to just wet the ballast somewhat and just peel it up carefully over time. So I don't think forcing the issue is going to help too much. Yeah. Oh, actually. If I do that, will that help? That softened it at all? Not really. Water might be the way forward. Just a gentle little spray bottle on the ballast here, and then that should hopefully just lift up slightly. I don't know. I'm not sure. New idea for bedtime story for Jacob. Fluffy chick removes fish plates and learns some new swear words. I like it. Oh well. Not to worry. What I will have to do is go away and order a new point, because that one is completely broken now. This one I think is fine. There's no issues with that at all. That all looks okay. There is that issue with that fish plate, however. But I may be able to work around that. well, not to worry. Okay, so it's a left-hand turnout I need. Right, okay. I'm really annoyed about that, actually. Oh, I just got everything how I wanted it to. Oh, this is always the way. Never mind. Could be worse. A colleague of mine at work has very recently, well not very recently, has fitted on his layout a beautiful turntable, which is access to the shed. And having just got all the scenery around the shed how he likes it, the turntable's packed in. So now he's got to dig up all the scenery in order to dig the turntable out and reinstall it. Otherwise he won't be able to get any of his models out of the yard. Yeah, daft, innit? I don't know what you're thinking, but Matthew, hand of God, shh. This may be a case of actually soaking the ballast, I think. Which I think I will do another time, because this is just making me cross, quite frankly. Oh, I'm so gutted about that. It's really upsetting. But it's fine, it's not the end of the world. It's just track, we can replace it. It's all good. Snip that pin right down if we possibly can, so it's nice and flat, because I think we're going to have to put the new pin in on the straight section, so probably there, which isn't ideal, but not to worry, we'll make it work somehow. Yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do is gently soak that in contact cleaner, then try and get a screwdriver under the ballast if I can. It just needs to move enough so I can just get a little wiggle in this bit of track, because if I can do that, then in theory I should be able to just slot the point in here, lift this together, clip them in, done. But it just needs the tiniest amount of wiggle room, probably about as far as that. So we just need to pull this up a smidge. Right, I'm going to see about getting some water, I think. Just talk amongst yourselves for a minute, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We appear to have lost connection to the camera there for a moment. 1 second. Just to go ahead and reconnect that. There we are. There we go. Right. If you cut down the edge of the sleepers with a knife, you'll be able to get underneath the track and lift it up enough to get the fish plates on and the point in. Good point. I have got a craft knife. Let's give that a go. And actually, the contact cleaner has just softened the ballast enough that that is possible. So, just do that. I only need to lift it a little bit, but it does need to be done. Oh, just lost me knife blade there. 1 second. Come on, in you go, fella. That's it. There we go. Nice. Nice. Tighten up the screw there. There we are. Right. Now, I'm hoping that I've sliced ballast enough. I can now get in there with this and just gently, without damaging the track, lever it up. There we go. That's it. Doesn't need to go all the way, just enough to give me a bit of wiggle room when I come to reset the point. Hey, there we are. Now what I'm realising now is I have damaged one of the rails slightly there, which is kind of an arse, but the rails I think are a bit more resilient than the points are, on the regular track sections I mean, so I'm not going to worry about that too much at the moment, because I don't really have a choice. I have got a tiny bit of track here, which I might just test fit fish plates to and just try and pop in to that gap, just see it's all okay. Though I am now realising that tiny bit of track may be no good for that roll. See, I've got, oh, I do have a spare corner piece here actually. That might be useful. Let's see here. I suspect this bit of track might be knackered. I really hope not though. I can get a fish plate in there, which is most important. Let me just test run Blossom in this direction. See if she goes happily over that section. Just about. I think once I've got the new set of points in place and that's holding it in position, I shouldn't need to replace that. Okay. That's fine. I'm not super happy about it, but it will do the job, and that is enough of a flexible bit there that I can get the point in position. So, not to worry too much. It'll be fine. Right. has come all the way out. Oh, that is annoying. Didn't really want that to happen. Let me just... you derail just there? What's the problem? No, that's fine. Yeah, I think that will be fine. It's just annoying that it's come away from the sleepers ever so slightly, but it will still work once I get the point in, I think. So I'm not going to fret too much. I mean, I am totally going to fret, but I'll try and keep the fretting to a minimum. There we are. And the good news is, because I didn't damage the baseboard too badly, I shouldn't need to reballast all of this. Should all just slot back together quite nicely, in theory. Okay, well, we've learned something. Not necessarily what we wanted to learn, but we learned something. So, yeah, happy days. Right, put all my tools and things away. So next week I think will be point replacement. I'll go and order one and hope for the best. Right. Power off. Now, annoyingly, that fish plate. Oh no, actually, demolishing my pub over there and the nice old couple and their Austin Traveller. Austin Traveller? No. No. Morris Traveller. That's it. But I can, I think, just get enough of the fish plate on the end that it will make electrical contact, which is the important bit. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Alright, cool. We've learned some things, not necessarily advantageous things, but we've learned some things. Just have a little look at my snip tool there. Yeah, that is going to be fine. As you can see, that rail has come away from the sleepers, but that is not the end of the world. We will make it work. And I've just checked, as you saw, and Lycos will still go over it quite happily. So that's fine. Not the end of the world, we'll manage. Okay. Okay, so I'll pop our pliers back in the tool bag. There we are. Yeah, just looking at that, there's just that irritating little bit of fish plate on the end of that point set that I can't seem to get off. Not for want of trying, but I don't really want to snip the rail because then I'll have to replace this point as well, and I really don't want to do that actually. Although I don't think this set is screwed down, so if I did end up having to replace it, it's not at the end of the world. It's just bloody irritating. but I can, I think, get enough of a fish plate on there that it won't be an issue. So happy days on that score. Right. Just see if I can get fish plate on this end as well. Appears I can. Can still get fish plates on the end of that. That's fine. I'm happy with that. I will make that work. And then if we just check these as well, can we get a fish plate under here? Oh, I think there's a fish plate on that one. Hang on. Ah, there we are. That's done the trick. Come on, off you come, you little sod. Right, will this work with these? That's the question. Let's just check this little bit of track as well. Fish plate on that one, yes. Fish plate on this one, no. No, that one doesn't want to work. Okay, well, we'll have a crack at that, see if we can get... Get my snips back out. try that now. I will get fish plates onto there, so that's good. And will I get them onto here now? That one, yes. That one, no, I don't think so. But that does appear reasonably flush, so don't seem worth making much of a fuss over, to be honest. Never mind. Right. Yeah, we'll get set in there, and we'll get that in. What if I just try now. Come on, moment of truth. No. Ah! That was really irritating. That one in particular is being an absolute bastard, and it just does not want to come off. Neither does the one on this set of points, which isn't helpful in the slightest. sure. Yeah, I can get one on there, no problem. Can I get in there? No. Right. Yeah, I can get a fish plate on there. I can't get one on that bit of rail, but that's not the end of the world because I can get one on here, and that forms a complete circuit then anyway, so that's not the end of the world. I can get one on there. I can get one on there. And then if we come over here, I can get one on there. I can get one on there. Beautiful. Right. Okay, so we've set up the. We've laid the groundwork for new points, which I will order today, and hopefully they'll be with us by next week. If not, I shall cry. There we are. Okay, cool. So, things to think about there. I have a lot of spare fish plates, so I'm not going to worry too much about these two. They've served their purpose, which was checking I can put them on all the track. So, yeah, big tick, woo woo, happy days. There we are. Right. So unfortunately all these corner pieces are now basically useless to me, so that can just live in there, that's fine. Okay, put my fish plates back in here. I've got some new track pins that I can use as and when I need them, so that's all good. I'm not going to you all live there, there we go, right, nice. Put my craft knife away. 1 second, I've lost the lid. Anyone seen my craft knife lid? Craft knife? No. Silly bugger. Oh, I keep doing that. There it is, found it. Put away all of the things, Matthew, before you drive yourself marginally insane. Or marginally more insane than you are already. So cross about that. I really want to just muddle on and start building a station today, but it was not to be. Oh well, never mind. Thank you for sticking with me anyway. I appreciate this wasn't quite as exciting as perhaps it could have been, but you know, the good news is we've hopefully fixed an issue by doing this, and if we have fixed that issue, happy days. I'm really upset about this rail. Is it worth gluing that down, do we think? I don't know, I'll take advice. But yeah, I think once the fish plate is in, that will stay where it needs to quite happily, because everything will be pinning it in place, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But yeah, it's just that outer rail there is really not happy. I mean, I could just lift this section to track and start again, but I really don't want to. It's fine. I mean, I can get that out enough. I can slide that together, get the fish plates in, and then dumph, done, which was the major headache. So that's all taken care of. Let me... yeah, I don't think I'm getting that off. Oh well, never mind, we tried. We got most of the fish plates off, and I think we've got enough from there that we can make something work, if not everything. Oh well, never mind. Oh, well, right, let's get the close-up camera back over to locomotion so we can just have a last look at that. Pliers. Water tower can just live there temporarily because it's not doing much use over in the yard, not until we replace the point anyway. Much like my work colleague, I've trapped 2 of my locos and 2 carriages in the yard, which is always good fun. Right. Okay. So, flick back to locomotion. Who is there? Let's just have a little pootle up the track again while I disconnect my phone. That is a lovely little model. Well, it does say in the video description that anything can happen, and in this instance, anything can happen means Matt will probably irreparably break a set of points. So, if I had £1 for every time that had happened, I'd have £2. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. Oh. I continue to astonish myself with my own ineptitude, and the camera's not working properly anymore. Locomotion's lovely, isn't she? I'm really pleased with that. Move the liquid away. Excuse me. Right. Junk that. Oh. Disappointed. Not to worry. Means I got content for next week. Oh. While I'm here, I'm going to go order them points. Right, hold on. Need to order the same one I did it because I did order one last year. So if I go back through my emails, I should be able to find the same one. I think it was Pico. I could be wrong. Here we go. Let's have a look. Graham Farish, that was it. Here we go. Let's have a look. It was Graham Farish right hand point. I now want a left hand point. And if I can... if I can get a spare point as well for a decent amount of money, I might do that too. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that is me trying to log in eBay. Thank you. Right. Who's still here, by the way? I know there's a couple of you still watching, which is always nice. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. There we are. There we go. Right. Okay. Oh, come on, hurry it up. I've got stuff to do. Namely, go to sleep. Oh dear. I'm sorry I've been despondent tonight. I promise I'll cheer the hell up for next week. Sure, trust this browser. Why the hell not? Right. Now. Graham Farish engage right hand point. Graham Alden-Farrow-ish left-hand point. So search for that. Alden-Farrow-ish left-hand standard point. Here we go. Right. Here we go. That's the one. That looks second hand, however, so I'm not getting a second hand one. I will get a new one, thank you very much. That looks promising. See, there we go. That'll do. That should be. I just want to check something on it because that looks different to the one I have. Hang on a minute. Let's, yeah, I guess that's okay. Right, hang on. Okay, yeah. That appears to be the correct one. Let's see. There we are. Cool. One left-hand standard point. Us loons are still here. Hornby, to be fair, have done a lovely job with locomotion. They have, haven't they? It's a beautiful little thing. I'm really pleased. Right. Confirm. Add to cart. Yeah. I make the point on stream, or if I can be bothered, I may do it over the weekend, so that's nice and in place, and we can crack on with what we were supposed to be doing tonight, which wasn't this at all. Oh dear. Anyway, sorry for being such a Debbie Downer. I've also remembered I've not updated the title sequence for the end credits. I haven't updated the YouTube memberships, so I need to give a shout out to, he says, stalling for time, whoever it was I made a thank you video for, Liz Brunswick, whose name is not in the associate producer section of this video. It will be for next week. I just ran out of time to do it for this week, so I apologise. But yes, so do come back next week where we'll do more modelling stuff, I think, because I want to play catch up and do what I planned to do this evening rather than buggering about with this piece of nonsense. Anyway, take care everybody, thanks for coming, have a fantastic week, I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye!